confident. That's it, nice and smooth. Now stay like that now. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch to southpaw.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You must...
Let's go. Come to me.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back.
Do your business. still want to fight.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this race.
And back.
Be smart, counter him. Be smart and counter him. Stick that jab on him.
Keep guessing. Jab up, jab down.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on.
Let's do it.
Good man. Good work. Good shot. Good shot.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Been coasting this.
Back.
trained now, you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Right, let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Let's fight.
Now you're letting back into the fight that round. Now it's a tougher fight.
Be your business.
And there's the bell for round one. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice right hook. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You don't want to trade shots. That one will count. No rest for the weary. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Ooh, a good straight. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter. That punch landed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? They better start respecting each other's punching power. Good counter punching. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The perfect counter lands. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Nigel Benn overwhelmed with power, and down he goes. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt that body punch right there buckled him.
I've got to see that again.
Talk about Ben in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Oh, you've let him back into it. Don't worry about that round. Great round, great round. Now relax. You were thinking, all right, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
It's all offense all the time. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. This fight has a real good flow to it. There's a counter shot. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you think...
Back into this. You're better than this.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Just missed with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good defense on that right hook. That counter shot lands. Missing with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but let's start the sixth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
That counter punch caught him clean. So much firepower here. That big hook doesn't land. Back and forth they go. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus a... Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep...
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Good counter punch. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's
And we enter the 8th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? These two fighters are made for one another. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing.
Roll that left hook. back into the fight that round. That's his...
Let's fight.
Keep him guessing where you're coming from. Switch stance, that's it. What we do in the gym. What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Done all your work all the way through camp. Get this boxing back together. Get your mind back. Great round, now we're...
Let's do it.
Good work. This is all going great. Keep doing what you're doing. Then head, then body. That's it. Switch it up.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
We expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? A perfect counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Can't find a home for that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Coley in that last round. And there's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No rest for the weary. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. Punch right up the middle. They're both trying for a knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Lawrence Okolie caught with a thunderous shot. Good counter punching. Let's talk about Okolie in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Caution being thrown to the wind. Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. And he fails to score with that left hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Coley in that last. Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Jab does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That hook doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Coley in that last round. Pretty dominant round. On to the 5th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He blocks the jab. Coley may go down here. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What?
And that'll do it as Malone goes to the canvas. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You continue.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Gotta waste time. Get stuck behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump...
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Malone in that lap. This is the beginning of round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is what Okoli did not want to do. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Missing with the hook. The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Okoli in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
And he blocks the left uppercut. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter shot. Can't score with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Malone in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice job getting that punch through. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He bugs him alone. Couldn't beat the count, and this one is over. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What?